Moving into a college dorm is one of the most exciting moments for incoming freshmen at any university, but not everyone has parents or family support to help them with that process.
Ooh, and it's a big burden, that's right. That's where the Move-In Day Mafia steps in. I love that name. The nonprofit helps teens who aged out of the foster care system get settled into their dorm. And Good Day's Brooks Honor shows us the mob behind the movement.
3, 2, look at that. They think we're too good to be true, and they typically don't believe us until they see us on Move-In Day.
The reveal often brings students to tears. It isn't just a dorm room for scholars of Move-In Day Mafia. It might be the first room they've ever had of their own.
Move-In Day Mafia started in 2020 when I met a young college grad from an HBCU who had aged out of foster care. Her social worker drove her to campus, pulled up to the curb, let her unload what little she had, and then bounced, basically.
Howard University alum TJ Mercer says it was at that moment she became aware of a silent issue on HBCU campuses. Young adults arriving empty-handed, often dropped off by a social worker, and now too old to qualify for the only support they've ever known.
I just couldn't imagine someone who's 18 going through that whole transition alone. So I resolved that I was going to do something about it.
That's how Move-In Day Mafia was born. The nonprofit supports incoming HBCU students who have aged out of the foster care system. Move-In Day Mafia and its mob of volunteers descend on college campuses and surprise students with personalized dorm rooms to kick off their college journey.
We have a lot of students tell us that they've never even had their own room before. So, you know, it's really important that all the way down to the wallpaper, the headboards, their favorite colors, the inspirational quotes that they may like. Some of them love Bible verses. And so those are just like the little bitty details that we try to make sure that we execute in the rooms.
But the help goes beyond Move-In Day. The mob supports the students until they graduate with monthly care packages containing food and school supplies.
Each student gets asked, what do you want? What is your favorite things? And we provide that, plus the toiletries, the cleaning products, everything your kid would need to move into college.
This year, Move-In Day Mafia is expanding to HBCUs across the country, a goal that requires more funding and more volunteers to join the mob.
We have other volunteers that come in that, you know, make the beds or put up the wallpaper, you know, just so there's a lot of different moving parts to it, and it can become a very long day.
Last spring, Move-In Day Mafia celebrated its first ever graduate, and this summer they plan on moving in 44 more young scholars.
We've seen that these kids thrive when they're not under the stress of buying deodorant, buying toothpaste, buying detergent, the things that we take for granted. So Move-In Day Mafia is all about providing hugs.
So Move-In Day Mafia!
Reporting in Atlanta, I'm Brooks Honor for Good Day Atlanta.
Wow, that is one of my favorite stories that we've done here. I mean, it's one thing to move into college, but to do it with people who care and love you and want to do, and you can share with, that's special.
Truly setting them up for success, that's for sure. And Move-In Day Mafia needs more volunteers. They're expanding and funding to help with college move-ins this summer.
And if you'd like to donate, head to our website, fox5atlanta.com.